together we're Happily Knitting. I'm Mr. Knitbear, so hi. My actual name is Wim, and my good friend over here is Dennis.
Dennis.
And his nickname, his alter ego, is Dennis. So if you're looking us up, just go to Instagram or go to Facebook and look up Mr. Knitbear, so Mr. Knitbear. I don't have to explain to the American people that the K in Knitbear is. I always tell them the K is silent, the bear is not. And then it's very easy to write Dennis. It's just one word.
Yeah.
So you'll find us if you look us up.
But if you look at if you're searching for Happily Knitting, that's our Instagram account. You see the links to our private account as well. That's not really private; it's public.
Tell the people why we're called Happily Knitting.
Why we're called Happily Knitting?
That's just because of our first book, right?
Just because of our first book. No, okay. Let me tell something about how we met and how I started the business.
Okay.
I've been doing crochet and knitting for 11 years now.
Okay, so you actually started the business.
I actually started the business.
The entire business. You're
the entire craft business.
He's the founder of the business.
Yeah. I started our business.
Yeah.
11 years ago, I wanted to learn how to crochet. And 1 year later, I got noticed via Instagram. And I got asked to publish a book. Are you okay?
Just continue.
I'm
noticing that people don't see what I'm doing. And
looks
really weird.
Should I turn
No,
this?
I did.
Oh, it's focusing on your face.
Okay, I should just be knitting like this because otherwise it looks like I'm doing very weird stuff.
Right, no problem.
So, sorry for
yeah, no problem. Let me just shorten it, shorten the story. I've published 11 crochet books now. And together with my best friend Wim, Mr. Knitbear, we've published 4 knitting books. The crochet books are only translated in Dutch and in German, and I'm still searching for an international publisher. You never know what's happening here. But when I've published my 7th or 8th crochet book, I was kind of done with crochet books, and I wanted to do something else. And Mr. Knitbear, Wim, has always tested my patterns from my 2nd book, so that was 2014, 2015, I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
And so we had a lot of conversations via Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, etc. So we never actually seen each other face to face in real life. 5 years ago, there was a crochet cruise in the Netherlands, and there was a big boat with 160, 140, 160 ladies, and us 2 guys, and the sales rep of Langyarns.
Yeah.
And I know the sales rep from Langyarns, Jan Kordemans. I knew him for quite a while now, so we started talking, and Wim and I. That was the very first time Wim and I really met.
And
talked and crocheted and
okay, so people should know that Dennis's story starts with a lot of success with crochet books. He was called the crochet hunk and the crochet guru of the Netherlands and of the European.
Still get used to that.
Yeah, but he's modest like that. But I knew who he was, and when I got to test his crochet patterns, I was a big fan. I even was a bigger fan than before. He was my idol. And then all of a sudden, when I went on the knitting and crochet cruise, there was Dennis. He was sitting across of me. I was like, oh my God. So I was seriously fangirling over him.
And I never noticed.
And then he asked me, do you want to make a book together? So what do you say? You say, yes, of course. But I also thought he was kidding, because why would he make a book with me, little old me? So,
if people can see you, you have such an interesting, beautiful.
Yeah, go on.
Keep on going.
that's what I was hoping for. So
I know what you were fishing.
Yeah.
But because I was pretty done with making amigurumi books, I wanted to do something else. I was talking to Langyarns, and Langyarns has such an amazing quality yarn that it's a shame to crochet amigurumi with it.
Yeah.
Amigurumi you just crochet with acrylic yarn or cotton yarn, but not with the beautiful yarns from Lane Yarns.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to work with Lane Yarns, but I didn't know what. And then Wim and I started talking. I saw him sitting on the boat in the sun, full of tattoos, with a beautiful bald head and a good beard. He had a good beard. It was even longer than now.
Yeah.
And I just saw him next to me. I usually wear a suit or a nice shirt. I'm always, I say, decent. No, just not stylish, but just
classy.
Classy. And then there's Wim.
He's classy. He's classy. I'm sassy.
You look like a biker. You know what I mean. And I just said, I just thought, how cool would it be if we? Hello.
Sorry, got distracted.
How cool it would be if we were on the cover of a book, just promoting crafts. So I had this image in my head, and I just thought, okay, this could be a thing. This could be my next project. So I just told him, Wim, we should make a book together.
Yeah.
Let's do this. And the sales rep, Jan Kodemans, was sitting next to me from Lane Yarns. And I just figured out the connections. Okay, I can make a book with him, and I can finally use Lane Yarns now.
Okay, so we easily agreed on the subject of the book because I had only learned how to do sock knitting half a year before that.
Yeah.
Dennis really wanted to learn how to knit, and because we live kind of far apart, Dennis asked me, can you just write down in words what I should do to cast on, to knit, to purl, and maybe if you need some more explanation, just add a little picture of what you're doing, where should I put my needle, how should I wrap my yarn.
Yeah.
So
especially that part, because you can wrap your yarn around the needle, but it could go both ways.
And we did that, and that actually made up the instructional part of our book.
You just have to sit still.
Yeah, sit still. So the first half or the first third of our book is just, I can show you like this. It's all knitting instructions. So it's pictures with text, pictures with columns and graphics and
everything you need to know how to learn how to knit. But
even if you're an absolute beginner, I believe you can take this book. It's called Happily Knitting Socks, and you can start from scratch, because that's what Dennis did. He didn't just start knitting. His first project was a sock. Yeah. So it's possible. A lot of people are afraid of socks. I don't know why, because
still don't know why.
I know how to knit socks, and once you know how to do something, it's not scary anymore. But I like to believe, and I like to think that we did a good explanation, a decent explanation, a complete explanation also of how to cast on, how to knit, how to purl, how to increase, decrease, if that's possible, if that's necessary, and then how to do a heel. And in our first book, we integrated the boomerang heel, which is also known as the yo-yo heel or the German short rule heel. And people just started doing that and started realizing in workshops and just on their own that it's...
Actually, I thought it was the most... If you look at all the different kind of heels you have in a sock, when you knit a sock, just keep it up. Just put it... If you look at all the heels, because I'm a graphic designer, I work really visually, and I had the image in my head that you want to show the socks, you want to show the design of the sock. So the sock also has to be has to look beautiful.
Yeah.
And if you look at all the different kind of heels, the boomerang heel is absolutely one of the nicest heels to look at.
Well, it has a pretty shape.
It has a pretty shape, yeah.
Dennis and I often agree on aesthetics, so we agree on colors very easily, and we agree
You are the color guy.
Yeah, I'm the color guy, but when I suggest something, you always say, that's a good combination. So we often easily agree on what we think is beautiful, what we like. So when we see a heel flap and gusset heel, it's practical, but it's difficult to make. It's more difficult to make.
It's a good heel. It's also an easy heel to put on your feet.
But we both don't really like the aesthetic of the heel. No. So it doesn't have to be pretty. It has to be functional. But once you're on your socks, walking around, you want to have a beautiful sock on your foot.
Yeah.
So,
and when we teach workshops, people want to know how to knit the heel because they are scared of the heel flap and the gusset. You said?
Yeah.
Gusset. Yeah. Because that's a pretty difficult heel to explain.
And then because Dennis and I were both fans of the happy socks, socks with fun prints on it, socks with a little smiley faces or little maybe childish, colorful designs. We started thinking we should integrate color work in our socks. And then, for instance, we made these.
Oh yes.
These poo-poo socks.
Oh, I have them with me, but I don't know. Is my bag over there on the ground somewhere?
Your bag's over here on the ground.
I'm gonna show them.
I'm
gonna show them to you because you've never seen that.
Okay, and I'll act very surprised then.
Oh, that's
Here's
amazing.
your bag.
It's
Make sure
amazing.
you don't rip any of the.
No, it's really exciting. This is my favorite bag.
But we've got a lot of fun designs. We've got some easy color work designs with some triangles.
Yes, here I have the real sock. I don't know. I can't see the camera. I can't see myself.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
You're doing it perfectly. It's covering your face, so the image gets even better.
And here also you see the boomerang heel.
Yeah.
And the poo-poo sock.
And for the people who say, yeah, well, I know how to knit socks and I know how to do color work, there's some challenges in our book. So at the back of the book, it gets more and more difficult to knit the socks when you go to the end of the book. So this is one of the examples of a more intricate sock. And actually, if I turn one page back, you can see or 2 pages back, sorry. You can see what's so special about the socks. When you wear them and you put your feet up on the coffee table,
yeah,
it gives a message. So that's what we did. And then the first book got published. We got a lot of questions. We got a lot of remarks from people. People wanted to know how do you do.
They wanted to know more.
Yeah, they were very eager to know how do you do toe-up socks. How do you do continental style knitting? Because we just hint in the first book that you can also do continental style knitting. Because we were getting familiar with continental knitting ourselves.
Continental style was for me the only way to knit, to learn it, because I'm a crocheter.
And then I told Dennis, if there's ever going to be a second book, I was dreaming big. We're calling it Sock You 2. I thought that was the most genius title ever. Let's bet on the shoulder. Yeah, and lo and behold, there it is.
You too.
So we also published a second sock knitting book. This one has kind of the exact same explanations of how to do the knitting techniques. Yeah, that's one.
One of the most famous.
One of the more American looking.
More American, yeah.
With the beer, the burgers, and the fries.
Yeah.
So this book actually contains a whole new set of fun, colorful sock knitting patterns. We integrated the toe-up method. We integrated some continental style knitting, how to do sewing little details on your socks without having to do color work. So that's a few things we added in this book. So we're very proud of our second book. And these books, both Happily Knitting Socks and Sock You 2, yeah.
Sorry, no.
Yeah. Both these books.
Kind of funny. You can see it on the screen. So I'm just trying to.
Shush. This guy. Both these books immediately got translated into English. So we're very proud that now with Barocco and Langyarns, they're distributing all these books throughout the all of America.
If you are interested in the books, you should get in contact with Barocco Yarns. If you have a shop and you want to sell them to your customers, just get in contact with Barocco Yarns and they can help you.
Not only are there a lot, and I mean a lot of sales reps for Barocco, but they're a lot of fun too.
Yeah, we noticed that.
We've been partying with them, so we know they're very professional. Don't get me wrong; they're a very, very professional people.
And they have a great collection of yarns and brands.
Such lovely people to work with, and they're you feel that it's a big company, but we come from
a warm welcome. It's a family.
We come from small countries, and we're used to being up close and personal with people. And we were thinking that America would be very big and impressive and very unpersonal, and actually it's quite the opposite. Everybody's asking, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How's it going? And that's so nice to know. And so the sales reps from Barocco are very nice people. So try to get in touch with somebody and then just get our books
And our
because
books. Yes.
we need your help.
Spread the word. Everybody needs to knit socks.
So show the little guy again.
Yeah, it was just fun. We just had to bring them along.
Dennis told you that he's a crocheter by heart, and he started out crocheting, and he designed a little version of himself. And then not long after that, when he did a revisited pattern for this guy, he did a little version of myself. So I'm very proud that I am now a little crochet doll.
And I'm talking with Barocco to maybe publish a special crochet book with Barocco yarns for America.
You should, because you're adorable.
Oh.
Look at his little toes.
So let's talk a little bit about what we're doing here.
Yeah, because you only have 5 more minutes. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but we had 5 minutes of trying out all the...
Another person has an appointment here.
Oh, okay.
Better wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Okay, so what we're doing here, Barocco and Lanyards asked us to come to America, to come to the H&H. We've been to the H&H in Cologne. I've been there several times. We've been there 2 times with Lanyards.
Because we live there. It's very close
It's close by. It's a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, this is an 8-hour flight.
So we went. They asked us if we wanted to go to America and promote our books. So of course we said yes. That's a great opportunity, and we love Lanyards and we love Barocco. And then we just had Wim had to take a 2-week leave without pay just because he's a primary school teacher, so he had to take a leave without pay, and that was for 2 weeks. And then Barocco said, "Oh, that's fine. We're just flying in for 2 weeks, and let's visit the several shops in America."
Yeah.
So we said, okay, that's fine, no problem. We love to meet shops and we love to meet the shop owners and all the customers. So they planned a really, really great road trip from Chicago all the way to New York. And that's in 2 weeks. So,
and if we say we have a jam-packed schedule, we're not exaggerating.
No, it is jam-packed.
We're or driving in the car, or teaching a workshop, or trying to get some sleep, but it's going to be a full week of non-stop being active.
Yes.
But we can do that.
And we love it. So tomorrow we're going to visit Freeback School in Chicago over here. We're going to teach a sock workshop. Then we're going to rent a car. We're going to drive to Holland, Michigan. There we're going so tomorrow night. Is it tomorrow night? Yeah, tomorrow night we'll be at the Marriott Hotel in Holland, and we're going to do just sit and knit.
There's an impromptu lounge, sit and knit and
just meet us and join us because we always knit in lounges of hotels. So just join us and you can talk with us.
I don't think people are going to see it. What people are going to see.
You never know, but I just want to tell where we're going.
You're proud to do it.
Yeah, I'm proud, but it's good to tell people. Then the day after, we're giving a double knitting workshop at Garenhuis in Michigan. Yeah. Then we're going to drive to Columbus. There we have the 614 Knit Studio.
I think so, yeah.
I think so, 614 Knit Studio. We're going to give 2 workshops over there. Then we're going to drive to...
614 was the just meet and greet.
Oh, just the meet and greets, yes.
Not just the meet and greet. We're very happy about just the meet and greet.
But it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And then we're going to drive to Cleveland.
Yeah.
In Cleveland, there... what's the store name? I forgot.
We'll see when we get there.
Yeah, we'll see when we get there. So sorry.
And then we drive through to Syracuse. Then Boston.
And then Boston.
And from Boston we take the train because we do not want to drive in New York City.
No. No, we're not going to do that.
We would like to live when we fly back. So we'll take a train, a high-speed intercity train from Boston to New York City. And then we'll actually have an afternoon and an evening in New York City to be
So that's our first free moment.
Very touristy with our backpacks going around.
Taking pictures everywhere. Oh, look at this. Maybe visit some more yarn shops. You never know.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, the 2nd of July, we're going to fly home again. But let me just say that the H&H Americas is really amazing.
Yeah.
We've met so many people. We met so many fellow designers, fellow bloggers,
influencers,
content creators, so many brands and so many different yarn companies, but also how do you other say the
Yeah, say them words. People
say them
understand.
words. I'm just trying to
Find your words.
a lot of cool brands that make bags
Yeah.
or other
And
accessories.
I want to take this opportunity just to thank Langyarns and Barocco for this opportunity, because
And
without them, we wouldn't have been able to come to America. We wouldn't have been able to come and visit this lovely fair, meet all these lovely people, and have all these wonderful experiences. Because this has actually been amazing, and I hope, I pray that it's the beginning of something very beautiful. So I see that the next people are waiting. We'll have to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this, for listening. Keep in touch. Look us up on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm Mr. Knitbear. He's then Dennis.
Join
Together, we're happily knitting. And if in the meantime you're knitting or crocheting, I just want to say this. Dennis knows what I'm going to say.
Yes, already.
We say it every week on our Dutch Facebook group when we do our impromptu knit nights on Thursday evening. I always tell people, don't drop any stitches.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.